You wanna go outside? You wanna go outside? You wanna go outside? Yeah? You wanna go outside? You wanna go outside? Alright, gang, what up? Tiger Mike here. So, last we checked in, I was just pulling into Killeen, and so Papa Joe and I have a friend in Killeen that we know, the New England small festival scene. And so she was like, hey, she has a daughter and, really wanted Papa Joe to come and hang out for a weekend. So we went over there and, pretty cool little spot. Right in the middle of a little, kind of cookie cutter neighborhood, which not the best place to park an RV, but it was cool and I was able to plug into the house and get power, so that was fun. So our friend Sabina has a bunch of pets and they're really cool. A couple of cats, a dog, some gerbils or guinea pigs or something. That was really cool. It was just a cool place to hang out for the weekend. Papa Joe got to tell stories to Sabina's daughter Aurora, and that was cool. We had some of her friends come over, and so that was a thing. So I'll actually upload that as its own video. So after that, we took off and we went down towards Austin. Killeen is a little north and a bit west of Austin, so we went back down south, hit Austin, and then there was another friend of Papa Joe's, kind of more fans, these guys, that wanted Papa Joe to come and do some stories for their kids and all that. So we got to park off on their little side road that was theirs over, that kind of took you over towards their wood shop, and really cool little property. That is where the kitten adventure from the beginning of the episode was. And Papa Joe was able to park right in front or behind me. Um, but that was a cool place to camp, and it was nice and comfortable while we were there. Didn't really get into Austin too much until after we left their house. We went towards a flea market. So these guys were actually on the southwestern end of Austin. And then I decided to take us to a flea market on the kind of northern, but definitely eastern side of Austin's county. And so it was a pretty cool little flea market. It was $40 for the weekend, and that included being able to plug in overnight. Overnight stays were fine. That was an extra $2, but it was $2 to stay overnight, so that was easy. And so I set up my little stand of all the extra yard saley stuff that I have. Still have a bunch of those clothes and the leather jackets. But it was a good thing Papa Joe was there because that let me explore a little bit the flea market too. So, I walked around and they had a lot of boots and hats and stuff like that. They had a couple of grocery stands, and they have a bunch of electronic stands and clothes. And it was a lot more new merch than I had anticipated. But then, you had your used stands, like this guy's got all these Hot Wheels and like cassettes and VHS and stuff like that. That was pretty cool. And you could see, like, every once in a while you'd find someone who had a bunch of retro stuff. But really I had some of the most retro stuff. But anyway, they had, shoe stands and leather stands and, belts and videos and speakers and, toys. Like, they had entire just like toy stores there. They had everything, clothing, jewelry. It was a pretty cool flea market. All around they had pets. They had a pet store. So it was just a cool little spot, and it was the Austin County Flea Market, I believe. No, Austin Country Flea Market. So, if you're ever in the Austin area, it's definitely worth checking out. Anyway, they had food stands and, just all sorts of stuff. It was a really cool place. The only thing that wasn't cool about this place was how incredibly uneven it was to walk around on. But, like, getting in and out of there with the RV was a pain in the ass, just to put it mildly. But, made it happen. It was a fun weekend. Oh, but in terms of camping here at this spot, it was actually really cool. So we ended up getting a really beautiful sunset. And the city lights came up, and we're kind of up over the city of Austin, so we got to look down at all the lights, and it was really cool. And then we got this beautiful sunset, and but yeah, so that was a cool little weekend, and spending a couple of days over at Papa Joe's fans' place, and just a cool time. Hey gang, so this is the part of the episode where I tell you about TaskerPaymentGateways.com. So, the last time I explained a bit of an overall of what they do, help you accept credit cards for certain products online that are difficult to sell online because a lot of e-commerce platforms prohibit their sales, and that's mostly because of common chargebacks for these items. Because of the high risk of that happening, these products become labeled high-risk products in the e-commerce industry, and banks don't want to allow transactions for high-risk products. So what Tasker Payment Gateways does is they match you with a good merchant account that is specifically going to be written for your product so that you can easily sell it online. Then Tasker Payment Gateways matches you up with a payment gateway, which allows you to process that credit card transaction into your merchant account. So basically, all Tasker Payment Gateways is doing is connecting you with businesses that they know will be able to provide you with the service that you need. And Tasker Payment Gateways does this at no cost to you, the merchant. So for free, you, the merchant, get matched up with a merchant account and a payment gateway. And Tasker Payment Gateways will even help you integrate that with a platform that by default doesn't necessarily allow the type of product that you're selling. That's because you don't have to worry about their common payment gateway, which prohibits the item you're trying to sell because you already have a payment gateway set up and a merchant account set up for your product. So you're just using their platform to build your e-commerce shop, and it's just a website. It has nothing to do with the financial end of your products. So Tasker Payment Gateways helps you get from, gee, I'm not really sure how to sell this product online, to, wow, now I can accept credit cards for this product, and it's so much simpler to sell this product to the target demographic that I'm trying to reach. So, go to TaskerPaymentGateways.com if you're interested in selling head shop items like pipes, bongs, grinders, and rolling paper and other head shop accessories, or items like tactical items, survival gear, knives, MRE meals, or FFL to FFL transfers. There's a lot of other products that fall into this category, so go to TaskerPaymentGateways.com to learn more. So anyway, then we started moving down towards San Antonio. Had a great time in Austin. So then I wanted to go and see the Alamo, but that kind of was not really easy to do with the RV. That's the fucking Alamo, gang. Hopefully we'll get a better look at it than this, but maybe as good as we're gonna get. I can't turn that way. So anyway, I'll leave you with this little diddly that Papa Joe played at the mission in San Antonio as a kind of teaser for what's coming up in the next episode, because there's a lot more of this kind of stuff.